And hello, everyone. Welcome to Box Office Shuffle. It's time for Season 3, Episode 2. We're talking A Quiet Place today. This might be a really quiet episode. If you see our social media clip, Gamma pulled a slick one on our recording track. That was a great bit about A Quiet Place. So that'll be up on social media. I'm one of your hosts, Thomas, a.k.a. Mr. Warburg. Joining me is the aforementioned Chris.
I did the joke again. I said hello, but I didn't say hello.
Indeed. And last but certainly not
I love
least,
when I have to.
you gotta explain the joke.
I gotta explain it.
Yep. Last but certainly not least is Joe, a.k.a. Joe.
What's up, everyone?
So this, as I said, is Box Office Shuffle. With the three of the people we just introduced, we bring our physical media collections, like today's film. We bring them together, put them in a shuffler, and it spits out what we're going to watch for the next episode. For episode 2, we pulled one from Joey's collection. We pulled A Quiet Place. Though, once again, we had to pivot to somebody else's because I'm not sure why. I don't understand the mechanics of why this would have happened. Joey's Blu-ray rip did not include the ASL subtitles.
Yeah, which I thought was odd. I'm guessing if it's just a separate track,
But I thought it was baked into the film because on my digital copy, it's there.
It's there?
That was odd. So we generally consume our physical media, and that's what we're going to be talking about on our podcast. Joey rips his to a digital service. He uses Jellyfin to create a home server, but he is ripping them off physical media that he himself has in person, so fits the motif of the show. And then me and Gamma have, Chris, I should say, I didn't even say Gamma, have more physical collections. So we pivoted to my digital copy, which I got with my 4K, which is in a DVD case, because for some reason Amazon sells these, like I have A Hunt for Red October and The Untouchables is in these like DVD jewel cases, but it's the 4K, the Blu-ray, the DVD, and you get the digital code. I got it for $10, so
that's really good.
Yeah, so they never released part 2 in this style though. So when and if I buy part 2 4K, it's not going to look the same, and that annoys the shit out of me.
That's gonna be frustrating as well.
But it was a great deal. So, we'll go into some facts and figures quick. Released, A Quiet Place did on April 6th, 2018, directed by John Krasinski, also starring John Krasinski, along with Emily Blunt, Millicent Simmons, Noah. I've never actually heard his last name. I've seen him in a few movies, but never heard the last name. I think he says Jupe, but I don't know. I don't know how they say the J. And then there is another credited guy, Leon Russum is the man in Woods. And that's it. That's the whole cast. Story by Brian Woods and Scott Beck originally. Krasinski helped bring it into an actual, the version we see as he was the director. He helped kind of rework the script. And that's the basic facts and figures, other than the budget was $17 million, and it did gangbusters at the box office on a budget that small. It did $341 million. So even if you assume double profit, double your marketing budget, so $34 million, it still did a 10x times on the budget, which is crazy. So no wonder it got a prequel, a sequel, and a soon-to-be second sequel set to come out in July 2027. So Chris, I'll turn to you to read the tagline off the back of the disc, or the case.
All right. So again, instead of doing a full plot thing like we did last season, we are doing just the tag on the back. Nice, short, and gives you just a little bit of a sneak peek into what the movie is about. So, Quiet Place. In this mind-blowingly tense thriller, a family must navigate their lives in silence to avoid mysterious creatures that hunt by sound. Knowing that even the slightest whisper or footstep can bring death, Evelyn and Lee are determined to find a way to protect their children at all costs while they desperately search for a way to fight back. Hailed by critics as sensationally gripping and heart-pounding, A Quiet Place is a must-see movie of the year, or really, ever. I agree, it's a must-see.
Oh,
absolutely.
100% is.
It was an absolute phenomenon back in 2018. Joey, did we go together, or did I go by myself for that one?
I think we went together, because
I know we did for the sequel.
I went and I saw it, and yeah. I believe we did go together for this one.
Probably, because I vaguely remember Like
God.
having the Sour Patch Kids and like being self-conscious about eating them during the movie because the sound editing is so good,
It's so quiet.
so quiet.
Because I think I had dots too, and I was like, all right, so I got to
everything was magnified
in the beginning. Yes.
And yes, for those of you who may be tuning in for the first time, Joey and I live near the same hometown, so we go to movies together. So Chris is off in his own world, but we watch movies together for the podcast. Thanks to the magic of Discord.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So obviously this was not either of any of ours first time watching.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, everyone bugged out on me. Was that my internet or just Discord fuck up?
I
assume you both said no.
Chuffiness here and there, but
I assume you both said you've seen this before.
I just shook my head. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
Yep.
So this was probably my first time seeing it since theaters because like I bought the 4K because of the $10 deal and then I never watched it. I just redeemed the digital copy and put it on the shelf. So this is my first time watching it since. And man, that sound editing still holds up. And I've got a bone to pick with the fact that they didn't win the Academy Award. And not even that. It's the movie that won that pisses me off.
Wait. Tell me who fucking won this. Audio is great.
We'll get to that.
Now I'm angry, Tom.
Okay, so broad strokes of the plot if you haven't seen A Quiet Place. Set in upstate New York, rural farm, though it really could be, in this specific movie, it could be a number of places in America. That only becomes important in the sequel when they do what is essentially, I think they go into like the Hamptons, right? It's like an island off New York.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of thing. Yep. It's like it's a coastal island. So that only becomes important in the sequel. In the, in this movie, it could basically be anywhere in like the eastern coast, like the northern part of the eastern coast of America. Upstate, rural farm, small working family farm. And this family is on it, but all of a sudden aliens land and they're attracted to noise and they will absolutely murder anything that makes noise. Now, granted, in the grand scheme of things, they would absolutely get murdered by Apache helicopters. But, because clearly they can't fly. But, the doesn't take away from the fact that it's just a really well-made kind of quasi-sci-fi horror film with some absolutely incredible sound editing and direction choices that feed into that sound editing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fucking well done. Regardless of some issues with the plot in and of itself, as a film, it works really, really well. So if you've never seen this movie, go see it and then come back and we'll get into some spoilers. So that's my broad strokes while I go back to my who won that Academy Award. Joey, it was your film, so do you want to take away like your impressions now another time through?
Oh, so this is probably third time watching the movie. It still holds up great. The audio it plays such a good aspect in the movie because no one's really talking and just the little sounds are so loud until you get to a specific fucking river scene that always scares me and makes me jump out of my goddamn seat. It's just a nice little calm scene, cut to river, and it's just loud. And they play it off so well, and I do just love this movie. It is quite good.
Mm-hmm. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, so I mean, playing off the sound editing, I mean, I was blown away. So the first time I saw it I was just in my apartment. It was free on Prime. So I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it just at home, probably like a Thursday afternoon or something. So I was just like, I was watching it. I think the reason that I ended up watching it was because at the time, I think this was probably 2019, 2020 that I was watching it. I was super into American Sign Language. I created an entire D&D character that I then played for 4 years that communicated in sign language. That was their entire, like, they had a curse that had them lose their voice, so I was actually like trying to learn sign language for a little bit. I'm not good at it, but I was fascinated by it, so I went and I watched this movie. And like the first thing that I noticed was the sound editing of anytime you're focusing on or the scene is about what's the daughter's name?
The daughter, her name's Reagan.
Reagan, anytime it's focusing on her character, there is no sound. Because you're supposed to be from the viewpoint of that character who is deaf. So therefore, the world around you should not be making sound. And I loved that. And then like there are times where like there was one scene where it was just no sound because you're focused on Reagan, and then Emily Blunt's character comes up and they start walking away together, and so the sound starts coming back in because now you're not just focused on Reagan, you're focused on both of them, and one of them can hear and the other one can't, so it's not about not having sound. And I love that artistic choice. I think it is criminal that they did not win sound editing, but they deserve, like, the sound in this movie is a character, and they did it so well.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. So for me, you guys hit on the big point, which is the sound editing again. One thing I did forget to mention, because we're a physical media show, as of 2021 September, so the number's higher now. It had roughly equal 11 million DVD, 11 million Blu-ray sales. So
There you go.
it probably counting, so that would be an extra 22 million, 341. It's about 363. Counting for the next couple years, maybe like 365 million in total in terms of media sales.
God damn. Let's go.
So like I said, it was originally, the story was a college idea from Brian Woods and Scott Beck. They started pitching it around. One of the first places they got into was Platinum Dunes, which is Michael Bay's production company. They do a lot of smaller horror movies and a few other things. I think that Platinum Dunes was the first live-action TMNT, though not the second one. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it was the first one. They did, like, I think it was The Purge They did The Purge as well,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
But let me
Okay.
double check that. Let me go to my history here. I had looked it up. Platinum Dunes. Film production. Yeah, they did The Purge, Friday the 13th, the 2009 one, Nightmare on Elm Street, 2010, the 03 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, widely known for producing horror films. And I think for a while there, after, I think it was Brian Fuller. Oh, Brad Fuller, excuse me, wrong Fuller. That's Brian Fuller. Different dude, different connotations. Brad Fuller is now back at Platinum Dunes, that I think now works more with Universal than Paramount. So this was a Paramount film. The Paramount bought the film because the writers, Woods and Beck, they were like, it's got to be Emily Blunt. They're like, this is our choice. This is who we framed this around. And then Paramount said, hey, John Krasinski, you wanna be the dad? Because they're married, behind the scenes. And he wasn't initially going to do it because I think, if I'm remembering the backstory right, she had just had a kid, their second kid, I think.
Oh.
But she was like, no, you should do it, and then you should also direct it. So that was how he came to be directing it. It was more her pushing him to direct it. It's his first major directed. He had 2 other smaller films that he did. This is his first major studio production that he was behind the camera on. And then Millicent Simmons is a deaf actress. That was by design. They wanted somebody that just intrinsically understood living as a deaf person and could better articulate and educate the other cast members and crew members about what that experience is, for how they would shoot it, how it would sound, the sign language component. She was very instructive for them, not just because they brought in ASL, instructors for them. She helped it to become more fluent because she did it every day, and she was also a working actor. So she was able to help to bridge that gap.
And representation matters, people.
Exactly.
Like, getting a deaf person to play a deaf person is, you actually don't see that a whole lot in television or movie production. So super hats off to the production companies for actually going out of their way and choosing to do it what is considered to be by many the right way, and doing representation.
And she was great. And she's awesome in the sequel
fantastic.
too. Yeah. She's fantastic in the sequel.
Oh yeah.
The other kid, the one that doesn't die, Noah. He doesn't die because he's not a stupid 4-year-old. Noah in the beginning has some undisclosed health issue. Could have been an infection, right? Could have been some kind of lung issue, because like it's not an inhaler that he's using, so it's not like a breathing thing. So they never said what it was. They were just going for drugs, which is why they were there, as well as general supplies. But they cast him actually on the recommendation, and this is a great recommendation to have, from George Clooney. He was in Suburbicon, which George Clooney directed before Noah would move to this role. I also remember seeing Noah in Ford versus Ferrari. I think he plays one of the versions of Shia LaBeouf in Honey Boy. I think. But I don't actually... I've never seen that film. I just know he's in it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that film.
It's like a autobiographical piece by Shia LaBeouf about his life, his relationship with his dad, I think. If I remember right.
Interesting.
Never watched it. But he's great in Ford versus Ferrari as Christian Bale's son. Because I think he is British, I think. Which wouldn't shock me. A lot of great actors are British, so...
Yeah. Go to the second movie of the series with Cillian Murphy.
Well, is he British?
Well, he's not British. He's
I was gonna say, I don't
Irish,
think he'd
right?
like being called British. And he's
European.
Irish.
European.
Yeah. I don't think he'd approve.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Irish, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is he like Irish, Scottish or something? Yeah. I know he's mostly like
Yeah.
Irish. So, and then Krasinski helped write the final version of the script. And what other notes did I have? Did I have any other notes? Oh, I did have that it's roughly a 96 fresh on Rotten Tomatoes currently, and about an 82 out of 100 on Metacritic, which is roughly in line with myself. Roughly 8.5 out of 10s across the board. And then the sequel obviously stars Cillian Murphy. They actually get into more of the origin of how this world came to be, so messed up by these aliens. Because we kind of open about 3 months after the fall of humanity, essentially, in this world. And we never really get a glimpse into the aliens themselves. Again, that's kind of by design, because they didn't want it to be, a fight back against the aliens movie. It's supposed to be about survival. And then it seems like...
this one was a monster movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like they're building in part 3 to that story of ending and like the resurgence of humanity, especially where they go in part 2, and how that movie ends, which, not a huge spoiler alert, similar resolution in terms of the frequency playing a factor, but on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
And I imagine part 3
the third movie is just going to be Live, Die, Repeat.
No, it's just going to be, instead of like the helicopters in Vietnam playing, Fortunate Son, it's just going to be them panning over and it's just blasting frequency. And then they just fucking light them up with like massive artillery. Yeah, that's what should happen. Because, like when you think about it, this thing that stops this from being like a 9 to 10 out of me is, okay, they don't fly, they can't swim. They wouldn't win.
How long does it take a helicopter to rev up? Because that thing's making noise, and that's going to pull.
Yeah, but there's clearly not that many
off.
of them. You know what I mean? Like,
True,
I don't think we understand
true.
the scale of the military's got so much shit that could be airborne in seconds. That
Well, you got aircraft
Yeah.
carriers,
and
too, that
you've
can
got
just-
things in the ocean.
That's true. That's true.
Like that with like
You're right.
incredible accuracy too. Like over short to medium distances. That
Yes.
like these things would be absolutely fucked. But for the sake of it's a movie, it's fucking great.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get into scores in a second. I did want to go back to. So this would have been in the, I think, 2019. Yeah, 2019 Academy Awards. No, for the year of 2018, I should say.
Yes, it would be 2019 actual. That's when the Academy Awards were happening for the 2018
Yeah.
year.
So, any other guesses on what was up for sound editing?
So
I can't believe sound mixing it
2018.
wasn't up for, but only sound editing. And the same movie won both, and it's a goddamn travesty because it's one of the worst fucking edited movies that I've ever watched. So many cuts, all the time.
Taken 3?
No, but it's edited like that. It is genuinely edited like that. So take a guess. Remember, 2018. Think big movies. Think and a couple smaller sci-fi things, and one really indie movie.
Interstellar was in 2018, was it?
No, but that's a similar vein of one that was. It was a Ryan Gosling one, I think.
Blade Runner?
No,
No.
it's Real World, First Man. It's the story of Neil Armstrong's like them trying to
Oh, okay.
like landing on the moon. It's like them and the Apollo rockets,
Yeah.
like the testing because he plays the test pilot, before they go, to the moon. We have Black Panther,
Okay.
Roma, which was that Alfonso Cuarón movie,
I'm very unfamiliar with that one.
and then Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, my
That
God.
one?
That won both sound mixing and sound editing
Why?
because people have a fucking hard on for biopics and like soft, easy things. Like it's one of the reasons. Like it's the same vein as like why Green Book won. Like Green Book's a fine movie. Bohemian Rhapsody's not awful. It's just not great editing. It's not an
I'm
awful
so
film, but it's
I'm
not a great
so
look at the
interested.
actual life of Queen and Freddie Mercury,
Yeah.
especially
I'm
the
so
end.
interested to see this next year's Academy now that they're forcing you to have to
And it's especially
actually watch films before you can vote
gonna
on
be
it.
crazy, and it's especially galling because what won after and what won before were slam dunk choices.
The 2017.
2017 was, I believe, a Christopher Nolan movie. Yes, he directed it. I knew he was involved, and I couldn't remember if he was director. I think it's his best sound work.
Not
since
Tenet.
no, it's a they're both war
Okay.
movies.
Oh, Dunkirk.
Dunkirk,
Dunkirk's so good.
incredible sound mixing, right, and editing. Like,
Oh, and then 1918 or 1917?
1917 won the next one. Yeah, again,
Dude, those are such great. Like, I don't care for war movies.
yeah, and then sound
Those two movies are insanely good.
sound editing was Ford versus Ferrari in 19, which also phenomenal sounding movie. That movie fucking rules.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. So yeah, but 2018 just Academy voters.
The fuck?
Fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong.
what-
Bohemian Rhapsody, C+ movie. Maybe B-, depending on, guilty pleasure kind of like solid little biopic,
Mhm.
good music. But the music itself
See,
is Queen's music. Like, and he didn't really do much with it.
he didn't change much. Okay.
So like,
God.
I don't know why it won over this. Where the entire
Clearly
movie
it's
is
the-
baked around the sound design. But
Clear it's an
whatever.
instant where they didn't see the movie.
I remember
and
my
saw
note.
Bohemian
I wrote it
Rhapsody.
down. So, initially, there were not going to be subtitles in this movie. At all. No ASL subtitles. It was all just going to be contextual, figure it out as you go. But while they were, I think it was either while they were blocking out or while they were filming the argument scene over the implant, where he's kneeling down trying to get her to just try out this new version of the implant. And she's like telling him no, is when they realized, oh, it adds emphasis. So then they were, okay, we'll go back, we'll do subtitles for everything for the ASL. Like,
Oh man.
good choice to change midstream instead of like maybe do it in post. It's like, that's great, like in the moment, figuring shit out as you go, which I really appreciated.
Yeah.
I think that's it for me. You guys got anything else before we get to scores and then are figuring out our next movie?
I got nothing.
This movie is just so good. I mean,
Yeah.
I still can't
Like-
believe you haven't seen Day One,
I just never got
which
out
also
to theaters
is
for
not
it.
Day One. It's like week 3.
Yeah.
It's more like day 3. It's like it skips after she gets knocked unconscious, and you're like, well, why'd you call it Day 1?
Yeah. We just skipped a couple days here.
It's
Come
a
on, yeah.
very solid movie. Don't get me wrong.
It's her day one. Maybe.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's conceptually her Day 1, but chronologically, absolutely fucking not. But I mean, you do see it, and then she gets knocked out, and then, but
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So your scores? I'd go either 4 or 4.5. I can go either way. But what do you guys got?
I'm probably going 4.5 here. It's like the perfect run time. It's on 90 minutes,
Oh, that's a great
but
mark in its favor.
Yeah.
half of the movie is like, when I looked at the time, when we were finally getting to like the big, all right, now it's tense from here on out, it was 47 minutes into a 90-minute movie. It's like there's 43 minutes of intensity.
It's an interesting
Heart-pounding,
structure
it's
with the 90
constantly
minutes
going.
because Act 1 is essentially the cold open.
Yeah.
And there is nothing
Yep.
else after. It just skips, boom, you're in Act 2 for about 30 minutes.
Yep.
And you know,
then
in that getting over
45
what
minutes.
happened in the cold open to preparing for the
Yeah.
finale, which is also about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
And like the resolution of the movie, it's not like, oh, Act 3 and then resolution. Like you have resolution and then you have a little bit more of Act 3 and then credits. That's kind of how it feels like, and it's just so good. So good.
Mm-hmm. So Gamma's a 4.5. Chris, what do you got? Or sorry, Joe, what do you got?
I'm also in a 4.5. This is a very good movie.
Hell yeah.
All right, I think that breaks a tie for me. I'll go 4.5 myself. So 4.5s all around. So audience,
This is our highest rated one, do we think?
in a while,
Yes.
We had
Maybe Galaxy Quest.
I was
beat
gonna say
it
we
out.
had Galaxy Quest, and did we have an Indiana Jones? I want to say we had an Indiana Jones.
I think that was season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so like those two probably take it from me. Because Batman Begins, I think we had a couple 4s. Casino Royales, we had a couple 4s.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3, Joey just for some reason thought was the worst movie ever made. Yeah, we had Raiders of the Lost Ark and Galaxy Quest. I think would be up there, and then I think it's probably this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah. All right, so time to pick our next film. It's gonna be a little shorter of an episode, even though it was a great movie.
Ooh.
Fitting the motif of
Hey, it's a shorter movie.
movie.
Yeah.
So, if you're new to our show, we have our host spin wheel here, where we have a number of different things that could come up, hence the shuffle in the name. We have individual collection choices like Chris, myself, or Joe's. It could be a dealer's choice from one of our collections, and it could be a vote in our Discord server where we each will bring a movie or spin our shuffle wheel, and then the community will vote between those 3 movies to decide what our next film is. So, Season 3, Episode 1 came out of Chris's collection. What movie was that? That was Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Yes, it was.
And that was a dealer's choice. So Chris only has 1 dealer's choice left, I think. And then
Yes, I do.
this was Joey's collection. So let's see what we get.
But this was a wheel spin. Yeah.
Yeah, this was just a generic wheel spin. So let's spin my wheel
Mm-hmm.
and see who comes up. It's gonna be back to Chris, and we're doing a regular wheel spin.
Ooh. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
let me write this down, Chris. Wheel spin. You got anything you hope you get?
Man, I kind of. We gotta. I either want one of the Justice League animated films that I have, or we need to get you to watch Inception, dude.
I have it. I own it. I've never watched it.
I know.
Oh shit. Okay.
I know. So
It's up there.
One of those two things would be great.
I know what one of my dealer choices is. It's gonna be Clue.
Ooh, that's a
Because it's
good
having
one.
its 40th
That's a
anniversary.
good one.
So,
Hey, it could be spun on this wheel right here.
It
then you have
could.
to pick another one.
So before we get to the wheel spin, have you guys added anything to your physical media collections since we last got together?
Have not.
All right, I've got something to add for next time. They're on their way. I got the update today. Groove had a 3 for 30 sale on 4K, so I was like, yes, I bought 3 movies.
Nice.
So there 2 are new to me, so I added them to my wheel. But I'll get to that next time. Back to the wheel spin page. This is Gamma's list. What's our total number on your list, Gamma?
Ooh, right now? It's a good question. On our list of spinning, it's 111.
All right, 111 films. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I see Shanghai Noon. I'm kind of hoping for that.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Shanghai Noon.
So good.
I do love that one.
All
I
right,
was thinking of picking that for a dealer's choice.
spinning away. Slowing down. Oh, damn, we just passed Clue. Oh. Is this the movie I think it is? Is this Sean Penn, I Am Sam?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it
I am
is.
Sam.
I haven't
Dude,
seen
I
this
am
since high
Sam.
school.
Dude, I had somebody actually in a different Discord say that they just watched I Am Sam for the first time, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, maybe that'll come up soon on the
All I can
show,
think about
and we'll be able to watch it.
is it makes me want to watch Tropic Thunder. That's all I can think about.
Dude, I watched this movie
Okay.
so much in college. I don't know why, but I loved this movie in college.
I've
All
never
right.
seen this.
Interesting.
Hey, you know what we
This will
didn't
be
do?
very interesting.
You know what we didn't do? Certain Connection.
What?
You just didn't do it.
You can't. I was gonna do it later. You can't.
We're at the end.
We were gonna leave.
forcing
We were
it,
gonna
Tom.
leave, and I was gonna say aloha, and aloha can be hello and goodbye, and there's also a movie with John Krasinski and Bill Murray, but you ruined it. Come on, I'm out of here. You ruined it.
So for those of you who don't know, season 1, Joey brought his Kingpin that he owns for some ungodly reason. And it scarred
It's
our
his
brains,
collection.
so we've constantly had a 6 degrees of 7 bacon with that movie. We're trying to find our current cast connection to Kingpin, because it all comes back to that.
Everything.
Honestly,
Kingpin.
This was so close because you really only have 2 actors
That would have
could
potentially had
probably
anything.
feasibly been
Yeah.
tied to Kingpin. It was just lucky that there was one.
Yeah, eventually it'll happen. Like 30 years from now, we'll find, like when we're still doing this in our 60s,
Yes.
like we'll find a movie.
It's definitely not happening with I Am Sam. I can guarantee you that Sean Penn or Michelle Pfeiffer, Michelle Pfeiffer, or
well, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was
Dakota
in.
Fanning.
Michelle Pfeiffer,
have been-
Ant-Man Quantumania.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Bill Murray's in that. There you go.
Yep.
I beat you to the punch. Already
Guys,
did it.
we're not gonna have a thing to Kingpin next time because we've already done it. So
done
Yeah, my brain, I got it. I'm ahead of the curve.
Spoiler. God.
Yeah. Sorry, Gamma. Sorry for ruining fun. Speaking of fun, though, this was a very fun episode. Thank you guys for joining.
Oh, loved it.
yeah.
And
Yes.
hopefully, the audience, you had fun talking about A Quiet Place. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's great. I don't think we
Oh,
spoiled too
please do.
much.
No.
Oh, what's Gamma doing? Oh, you're just doing the bit.
Shush.
Let's say, what's he
Quiet.
doing? All right.
Would you guys think you could survive in this world?
Well,
No,
again, if
my ankle's cracked.
If it was our world, yeah, the military's got this shit handled in like a week.
I don't
So.
think I could because I just passively cough a lot. So I'm just out right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just
Like
the
my
random-
farts are too loud.
Yeah, this is a world with no farting. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it came down to it, I'd be like, hey, pharmacy, bunch of oxycodone, let's go. So I got Crohn's. Like, I ain't gonna, they don't keep my
Yeah.
drugs on hand. That's specialty shit. They do keep painkillers on hand.
Load me up before
Yeah.
you go.
Just be like, yep, that'd be how I'd go. Not being too morbid, but I wouldn't
Oh
survive.
yeah.
So got Crohn's
No.
disease.
Same
All right,
here.
now we're gonna actually say goodbye. I was in the middle of my outro when Joey decided to ask a question. So we'll see you for our next episode for I Am Sam, which I'm curious what our takes will be on that. When did that come out? 20 years ago?
2002,
Yeah, more than 20.
I want to say.
Yeah. Because it would have been roughly I was starting high school.
24 years
2001.
ago.
Oh, way before that.
Yep.
So I was 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, old movie. So we'll see how that holds up because we've had some from that era, and we
Yeah.
haven't largely
Yeah.
been a fan of them.
Yeah, I think Galaxy Quest was 2001.
Yeah, it's 99,
Right? 99.
and it's one of the greatest movies of all time. So that's
It is. It really is.
I want to say the last one we watched from that year was Enemy at the Gates, which kind of sucked.
That might be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get out of here, and we'll see you for our next episode in roughly 2 weeks.
Aloha.
Bye.
Did you guys know that Aloha can mean hello and goodbye and is also a movie that features Bill Murray and John Krasinski? You're not taking it away from me!
Love it. I fucking love it.